Lucille,
Hello, how are you?
are we being recorded?
Yes.
Just for the record, you seem to look younger every time I see you. You clearly are the prettiest clerk in Olean County. I mean, it goes without saying you're the most efficient and capable. What's this? Yeah, huh? I couldn't get further down the bench if I sat outside. Huh?
This goes with that map there.
Oh, this is the thing on,
Right, right.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
What was it? Whenever you sent me that picture, that made me think.
Isn't it
Huh?
handsome?
It's just, I don't want to get goofy. The miracle of life and watching a child grow, it's, and there's nothing second, there's nothing close to that.
So true.
No other drawings with that?
Is there any other? There might be. Yeah.
Greg, how you doing? Good. Good. You have a second? Sure. You understand what's going on here?
Yeah. So, this looks like, right now it's on a guardrail from here to here.
Right.
Looks like they're putting it all on here, moving the sidewalk back from what we did, and taking this section here, it's on the golf course. I think they wrote the letter to the city because we have interest, because we have an easement here,
Right.
in that bridge,
Right.
but that's all it is.
So this red outline is our property, but you believe that this piece is just moving that sidewalk?
Yeah.
Or just
It's
kind
not
of
even,
shifting it
it's
that
not
way?
even our property, this is just in our easement area, so we have
Yeah.
interest, we don't even own the land.
Yeah, you don't think, is that part of the project?
Yeah, this is too.
Okay.
They're putting all the handicap ramps the whole way.
I don't know what that dimension is, but we're not, I mean, unless it's just, you're saying it's to extend this guardrail here.
Yeah,
They're going to an awful lot of trouble for that.
well, I mean, the problem is the right of ways, like, right up along the guardrail, that's why we had to get the easement, because we didn't have enough room for the bridge.
Right, I remember
So,
that.
but the state, they could just take it, not like us.
Yeah, right, but I don't know that, you know, really, how, they're gaining a guardrail there, I mean, is that,
It might be just their policies, they have to own whatever.
what I'm saying is, what difference does that guardrail make?
Oh, it doesn't really, I mean, it's better for the pedestrians. You have the safety in that.
Well, I guess the pedestrians protected in this space is where they're not now. But,
Well, they have new regulations for the guardrail, they're not supposed to start there anymore, they're supposed
Yeah.
to start where the road straightens out.
Oh,
So, here's the part, the problem is, once they repave the road, they have to conform everything to the new standards,
Oh.
the ADA and guardrails.
well, I know it would be a much heavier lift, but it's a shame that there's just not a way to lessen that curve.
Yeah.
You know, because people complain about this to me
Oh,
all the
yeah,
time
I know.
here. And we had, you know, we saw the car
Yeah,
flip
no.
over there, so, you know, it's, you know, to go through all this and just gain
Yeah, I
that, I
agree.
don't
He
know. It's
does,
just-
yeah.
But, you know, that's, like I said.
I mean, you can ask them.
Well, I'm gonna ask him, but I wouldn't go much further.
Hold your tongue.
Yeah.
No longer your breath.
All right, it's great. Who straightened this? Sure.
Yeah, sure. No problem. How straight do you want it?
Yeah. Okay, because the life of it, I couldn't figure it out. I guess there's Fran, these other prints, must have the construction details on it.
Well, they also applied for permits, so assuming I haven't seen those yet. These are the full plans, so.
Yeah.
So this is where they're starting.
Township of Summers Point, I didn't know we were township.
The gentleman that paid better in the town.
Township?
This shows the same thing.
Yeah. All right. You don't know the schedule.
When I talked to them, they said another 2 years. they'll start. Looks like they're doing some. Yeah, just new handicap ramps.
Thank
Two
you.
years from now?
Yeah, I would guess 2 or 3.
At least two.
Yeah.
At least two.
They're a little
She's almost like back to square one. You know, she wasn't bad. Sunday morning, I want to give a shout. And I reached around to help out.
Flood a lot back there?
Don't think.
Well, we're so far. There were a lot of people pumped out
I
there.
got a church to the shower.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it. Don't fit.
We just had our bag there.
He was making this.
I was watching it all night.
It worked. I know, I just, I can be mad. I mean, I was mad at it for the instant, because I didn't figure out why. Okay, but now I have to see with all this. We never need to, and you just.
It's around the horse.
This is our bridge here.
Right.
They're just gonna push until they can get
Right.
Myasthenia
It stops
gravis.
right here now, they're extending it.
It's
Which is gonna be
same results on that street.
Yeah.
You can't tell the
But
difference.
everywhere else.
So she had all the rest of the street, they came pretty quick, I was surprised. And when they got there, they assessed
Oh, that's
her,
good, yeah, they're
and gave her a brief history of what's going on. They said,
But this section, but
we didn't suggest to take her to AC, I said, sure, go. Okay, and they did like some science for her in the ACM, so by the time I got there, the daughter-in-law, went over there, by the time we got there, they already had her.
actually takes
Already they knew.
opposite. That's a good.
But they had, he did a
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
MRI, and then an MRI with, what do you call that, contrast. Nothing, showed nothing. Appreciate the, Yeah, it is. Because she was making so much progress. It was crazy. Okay, now. who knows? Terrible. I will. So, we'll just gotta hang in there. She was starting to come out of it. She was
No, I just said some stuff.
having issues. Okay, she was memory loss, she all those kinds of things. Well, just to go move, and we didn't want to give her, and she couldn't sleep. So they wouldn't give her sleep medicine. Well, her neurologist in Cooper said, "Don't give her anything."
Miss Karen said that.
Your
first meeting, brother.
Thanks, yeah. First meeting. Finally, they got a hold of her. So my son's response called her off
Oh, yeah, I see that. Okay.
So you gotta get a hold, have the name of the doctor, the neurologist here, and so you gotta get a hold of her. Her mother's not sleeping, she needs to take medication. We're not letting her get anything, so well, today, the neurologist here came, so we talked to, Tom, the neurologist.
Yeah.
We gotta explain. So that's good, and they started things to like 11 o'clock, and I left at 2:30.
What do you know about the kids? Hey, there's Mr. Smith.
She was starting to come around.
Talking about snow.
Yeah.
Snow.
Yeah, building a snowman. Come on, you got it.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
The doctor said,
You're talking about North Dakota, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I was last night to put the snow.
Working out every day.
I do.
Great. Yeah, well, some burn, but I get cancer, so they burn it.
I know Ryan up in Massachusetts just picked up 13 Girl Scouts. And you know what, up there, 2 hours away from school, that's it.
So I have a bowl on my back instead of a cup. I got a base.
Your myasthenia gravis.
Wednesday.
Myasthenia gravis and stroke. Myasthenia gravis shows.
Lay down.
Ground is going to come in.
She comes in, ready to go.
She had a problem motion more than one way. We were all kinds of tests and stuff like that. Finally,
I tell you what, it's so tough to
figure out plans.
3 times a week, I'm going to do some therapy.
This is the,
Yeah.
yeah, they want to be more like the chief,
Right? I don't know, 2 times.
so they put it on his out. Oh, wow.
well, you feel good.
Great. Look who it is. How you doing?
I don't know, Mr. Somebody give you that raincoat or what? It looked familiar.
Until we can get it fixed properly, but.
Would have paid, just put a whole new system in.
All right, so here you go.
We put capital.
I know, rock.
Put capital.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be a long one, buddy, or
We should replace it. Unit out there.
looks like I got a bunch of
And
stuff.
you need to do the public works. If it's $70,000, $80,000 to do it, you know we have a new up.
And we got these new,
Coming out to fix this.
this new council guy, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Better turn this off.
I'm not saying anything I wouldn't say in public, but yeah, I agree, thank you. I hope she gets out soon. Forget about you. It's your job to watch him. Oh, God. It's his job to watch me. The rookie. Whoa.
Greg.
I would still like to get together and you and I have lunch. Well, I guess we just, okay.
So what's that watch say? 6:59, we'll wait 1 minute.
Oh, yeah.
I almost hit your.
I sent you a partial.
Oh, March 30. Okay.
Mrs. Helbig,
Yeah,
could you do me a favor?
what's that?
Ask those 2 guys in the back to hang around after the meeting. I need them to sign my magazine cover.
Hey, Lucy.
Huh?
Okay. Welcome, everyone. This meeting is called to order. Please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Habercorn.
Present.
Councilmember Owen.
Here.
Councilmember DePamphlis. Councilmember McCary.
Here.
Councilmember McGuigan.
Here.
Councilmember Dill.
Here.
Council President Johnston.
Here. Also present tonight is Mayor Tapp, Administrator Frost, City Clerk Samuelson, City Solicitor Smith, and our City Engineer Snyder. Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided. The agenda for this meeting is posted in City Hall and on the city's website, summerspointgov.org. I need a motion for consideration of the 48-hour waiver for resolution number 53 for carpet installation in City Clerk's office that has been financially covered by our insurance company. Could I have a motion?
I'll make that motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Anyone have any communications to offer? Hearing none. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, actually, I just have a couple things. As you drive around town, if you're not blind, you notice that there's an abundance of shopping carts being abandoned all over the town. I did talk to Council President Johnston, did talk to Don Dunleavy, who is our zoning official, as well as Jason Foss, as well as our attorney. Letters are going out to all the businesses showing basically it's the ordinance that was in place, that we are going to start enforcing the ordinances. Basically what's going to happen is that they got 3 days to pick up the shopping cart according to the ordinance. If not, Public Works will now be picking up the shopping carts, and we will be fining them $25 per cart. If they do not come and retrieve the carts, then the carts are going to become our property, and then we can either sell them or dispose of them. So all the businesses will be notified. They have to submit the procedure on what their policy is for retrieving the carts, but we got to get on top of this. Second thing is just a heads up, Summers Point PAL is going to have a blood drive, and it's January 23rd at the Youth Center. I give blood. I try to give it every 52 days. They are calling constantly. They are in dire need of blood, especially if you happen to be O negative, as I am. But 10 to 3, it'll be at the Youth Center. If anyone's interested, you can download the app for the American Red Cross. You can register. It's simple. It's easy. You make an appointment. The whole thing probably only takes you 30 minutes, and you can save 3 lives out of 1 pint. And that is all I have.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. Does anyone have any committee reports to offer? Hearing none. Could I have a motion to approve the minutes from the regular meeting, December 14th, 2023, special meeting, March 30th, 2023, and a special meeting, July 7th, 2023?
Madam President, I'll be abstaining from those votes.
Understood.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The above-mentioned meeting minutes are approved. First reading of ordinance number 1.
Ordinance number 1 of 2022, an ordinance amending ordinance number 1 of 2023, an ordinance of the City of Summers Point, County of Atlantic, New Jersey, establishing the rates, fees, rents, and other charges of the City of Summers Point sewer utility.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Any comments?
Just the point of clarification on Section 1, Item 2, C, it says hotel rooming houses, but then the second part says plus each room rented. I just wanted to make sure that is a fee for all rooms that are approved versus an occupancy per day.
Correct. That's what
It is, yes. And also, just for clarification, this actually raises the fee $1 for the year. It's 50 cents for each, 50 cents added on to each payment. It's paid twice a year. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Could I have a motion to open for public comment on resolutions only, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second? Third?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now open for public comment on resolutions only. If you wish to speak, please step up to the microphone and state your name for the record.
Motion to close the public portion on the resolutions. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now closed for public comment. Resolution number 37.
Resolution number 37 of 2024, amending Resolution number 12 of 2024, appointment of public defender, namely Linda Goff Esquire.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Any comments? All in favor? Any opposed? Resolution number 37 is adopted. Resolution number 38.
Resolution number 38 of 2024, resolution authorizing the invoice for community service contributions to Shore Memorial Hospital doing business as Shore Medical Center and its affiliates.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved?
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 38 is adopted. Number 39.
Resolution number 39 of 2024, authorizing agreement for cooperative pricing system, New Jersey Cooperative Purchasing Alliance, number CK04.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Any comments? All in favor? Any opposed? Resolution number 39 is adopted. Resolution number 40.
Resolution number 40 of 2024, change order 2, contract 2020-200 for traffic control products and related products and solutions with TAPCO through Omnia Partners National Purchasing Cooperative.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 40 is adopted. Resolution number 46.
Resolution number 46 of 2024, zoning board appointment.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved? Second?
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 46 is adopted. Resolution number 47.
Resolution number 47 of 2024, authorizing executive session, advice of counsel regarding the status of litigation, any pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation in which the public body is or may become a party, any matters falling within the attorney-client privilege to the extent that confidentiality is required for the attorney to exercise his ethical duties as a lawyer. The nature of the matters to be discussed, described as fully as possible while undermining the need for confidentiality. Advice of counsel and attorney-client communication regarding the status of litigation involving the city and its zoning board entitled Garden State Outdoor LLC versus City of Summers Point Zoning Board, having a docket number of ATLL 14323.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved?
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 47 is adopted. All the executive sessions will go into executive session at the end of the meeting. Everyone is more than welcome to wait out in the lobby, but I don't believe we'll be making any other decisions or anything after executive session. Resolution number 48.
Resolution number 48 of 2024, authorizing executive session, advice of counsel regarding the status of litigation, any pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation in which the public body is or may become a party, any matters falling within the attorney-client privilege to the extent that confidentiality is required for the attorney to exercise his ethical duties as a lawyer. The nature of the matters to be discussed, described as fully as possible while undermining the need for confidentiality. Advice of counsel and attorney-client privilege communication regarding the status of litigation involving the city's planning board entitled GMH Restaurant versus Planning Board of the City of Summers Point Waterfront Holdings LLC, having a docket number of ATLL 811-23.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 48 is adopted. Number 49.
Resolution number 49 of 2024, authorizing executive session, advice of counsel regarding the status of litigation, any pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation in which the public body is or may become a party, any matters falling within the attorney-client privilege to the extent that confidentiality is required for the attorney to exercise his ethical duties as a lawyer. The nature of the matters to be discussed described as fully as possible without undermining the need for confidentiality. Advice of counsel and attorney-client privilege communication regarding the status of litigation involving the city entitled Bay Point Motel, Inc. versus City of Summers Point, having a docket number of ATLC 000085-24.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion. Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 49 is adopted. Resolution number 50.
Resolution number 50 of 2024, authorizing executive session, advice of counsel regarding the status of anticipated litigation, any pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation in which the public body is or may become a party, any matters falling within the attorney-client privilege to the extent that confidentiality is required for the attorney to exercise his ethical duties as a lawyer. The nature of the matters to be discussed described as fully as possible without undermining the need for confidentiality. Advice of counsel and attorney-client privilege communication regarding the status of anticipated litigation involving a tort claims notice served upon the city by counsel for Garden State Outdoor LLC on December 14th, 2023.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 50 is adopted. Number 51.
Resolution number 51 of 2024 is for appropriation reserve transfer.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion. Second.
May I have a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Haberkorn?
Yes.
Councilmember Owen?
Yes.
Councilmember McCary?
Yes.
Councilmember McGuigan?
Yes.
Councilmember Dill?
Yes.
Council President Johnston?
Yes. Resolution number 51 is adopted. Number 52.
Resolution number 52 of 2024, appointment of Color Municipal Planner, namely Colors Engineering and Design, Inc.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 52 is adopted. Resolution number 53. Oh, wait. Thank you.
Resolution number 53 of 2024, authorizing purchase of disaster recovery services through the ESCNJ Cooperative Pricing System Contract for All Risk, Inc., contract number ESCNJ 22/23-23 for the City of Summers Point.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion. Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 53 is adopted. May I have a motion for the consent agenda, please?
So moved. Make that motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The consent agenda is adopted. We'll move on to old business. Mr. Snyder, I believe you have an update for us?
Yeah, I just have a couple of updates on the two projects that are going on right now. The first is Exton Colwood in Devon. Concrete work continues. We plan on working all winter, weather permitting. We're hoping to get the contract done before winter, but it's been slower than anticipated because the rain, even when it's not raining, it's been so wet that they can't pour a lot of concrete for the gutter. But it may work out in our favor because we do have a grant pending for the rest of Ballow Drive, which historically we've learned about around February or March. And if we get that, the plan's already done, so we might be able to save them mobilization because the contractor's already out there, so work in our favor. We're delayed a little bit. And then we have Ocean Avenue. All the concrete work was done. We're hoping to get that paved also, but South Jersey Gas has to make repairs by the bike path that were not anticipated. Obviously, the last thing we want to do is pave and then have them tear it up again. So we're going to wait on that. The contractor, I did speak with them. They're going to come by, and anywhere there was curb and there's not asphalt, they're going to patch that and then sweep the road so it looks and is, looks like it was before we start construction, at least for the winter, and then we'll repave it.
Do we have any type of timeline on when the gas company's going to come in and do their work?
I heard they're supposed to be out there next week or so.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the asphalt company, all the plants closed.
They closed,
So
sure.
it doesn't really matter.
We weren't waiting for the gas company, we were waiting because the asphalt plants were closing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And when did the asphalt reopen?
Usually end of February, March, depends on the weather, but they do maintenance this time of year. Also depends on how much they have to do, but typically around March.
Thank you.
Anyone
Anyone else have any old business to discuss? Hearing none, we'll move on to new business. In your packet, you have the council committee assignments. We need approval for a social affairs permit for Robert Johnson's Post 2189 VFW for March 2nd, 2024, from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Assuming all of their paperwork is in order?
Yes.
Anyone have any problem, any issues, any? Are we good with that?
Good.
Hearing no objections?
Good,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you. Okay. We have a request for a drainage easement at 809 Center Street. Mr. Smith, you want to update us on that?
Yes, please. Excuse me. In 2019, this body granted a drainage easement on a portion of property that was at one point the right-of-way of the railroad as it went. The bike path is currently in the back here, across the street, alongside the firehouse was part of that right-of-way, and then block 17, 16, block 11 incorporated this area behind where the door store was and where the buildings that went up at Center Street for storage. There, part of the property we obtained from Gregory's, and then we sold off the portion and they built these structures there. So 809 Center Street, it was purchased by, I believe, at least an entity wherein Joseph Wazakowski is one of the principals, where he is the owner. He's one of the principals of the property adjacent that were the storage facilities on it. When that property went to the planning board was requiring a drainage ditch in the back. The only place to put that was apparently at in this property. And if you ever want to go back there and take a look, there's nothing on it at all. It abuts the yard of Public Works, and it's not used for anything associated with Public Works whatsoever. It's just, you can see it's clear, just like the bike path off of the property. Alongside the bike path, that's where you have a little grass lot back there between two properties. Now, one of them has the drainage easement. Mr. Wazakowski's attorney has approached us with a request for a purchase of the easement, although the second letter I've gotten is calling for a lease, and I'm not sure which one he wants to do. There's a whole procedure we have to follow relative to bidding out public land. I don't see a lease being what we're going to do or intend to do, because it's required by the planning board, and the lease would have terminated at some point, and that's not what was anticipated by the planning board. In other words, the planning board is willing to allow the property developed. I don't have all those records here right now, but essentially he's expanding the footprint of the building and expanding the upstairs to include an apartment.
So he needs the drainage ditch, or the planning board's requiring the drainage ditch. And so before we go through the whole process of bidding this out and seeing if they're the highest bid for this, I just needed a direction from council, Mr. Rose, really, I'm looking for now, as to whether we should even consider this.
So,
That's really it, and I would take this into executive session because it's just a concept at this point, and if this council wants to go ahead and proceed, then we'll go ahead and start a process that I can report back to them, executive session. Thank you.
so just for clarification, this piece of property is of no use to anyone else for anything in any of the contiguous,
Other than open space, it really doesn't serve any purpose at the present time.
and how big is it actually? It's,
Yeah, it's, look at the back here where the bike
Yeah.
path is, it's about that wide, and if you look over, at some point, we transferred over a portion of the property to Firehouse number 2, and they gave us property on the other side, as I understand it, for the bike path that goes alongside it. So what were we using it for by the firehouse? They were using it anyway for parking. So it just extends back. I wasn't on council, nor was I your solicitor in 2019, so I didn't participate. But Greg did. We've discussed this. I mean, it was not an unusual request. It was meeting drainage, and I could see you're just dropping it.
Just a point of
As
clarification.
soon as Madam Johnson lets you talk, we're going to.
In 2000, you're making reference to the property for the firehouse parking lot. That wasn't 2019, correct?
No,
That was much further.
That happened some time ago.
Right.
2019, you dealt with the storage.
What was Joe Ross's thing.
Just like buildings under construction.
Just to clarify, that was just an easement though, correct?
Yes, that's what we're talking
All we're
about.
talking about is an easement here. And this, you had said earlier, abuts Public Works, it abuts that, whatever that is, the canvas? Awning place, thank you.
Madam Johnson?
Is there, do we need
I'm sorry.
to contact, or do they have to, I'm sure we have to notify them, but they
we
may.
have to put it out for bid,
They're
right?
a property owner. Like I said, there's a whole procedure if you're even going to investigate this. I'm trying to get some direction, so I just tell Mr. Pacenda, the attorney, nah, forget it, or do I say, okay, we're going to go ahead with the procedure, and we'll see where it takes us. That's all I'm looking for. And at a certain point, you start to get into negotiations issues, that goes into executive session, but I don't see a reason to put this into executive session.
So right now, we just need, does anyone have any objection to moving forward with investigating it?
Madam Johnson, before we go there,
Yes.
can I have a question? Greg, city engineer, would you mind giving your opinion? I mean, I know Tom gave a very good explanation, but what's your position on this, in doing this for the city?
I mean, right now, it's unused space that the city wants to help that applicant, they're under no legal, they don't have to help, but if they want to help with the development of a site
Right.
for the stormwater, it's serving the purpose of the city.
Okay, all right.
See what For clarification, I was going to say.
I thought so.
for clarification, Mr. Smith, you and Mr. Snyder discussed this and are clear on what the needs are. Yeah, I just, Okay. look, it's either, we're not doing it, or, okay, Yeah. let's go ahead and see where we go. Well, we can approve to go ahead and do it, but doesn't mean we have to do it in the end.
Correct.
Exactly.
Okay, so I don't see any harm in moving forward with it.
I agree, good. I agree.
Fine with it, too? You've done it once.
Yeah.
Just,
Okay.
I don't know what occurred when it happened, other than what Greg relayed. But,
Okay.
I mean, we're expanding, developing some property and making it a better facility.
Good.
You're getting a nicer road.
Right. Yeah, it does look, it is a nice area. It's been developed nicely.
Okay, so you'll move forward.
Okay with that?
Yeah, yep,
That's
good,
good.
good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Madam President?
Yes.
While we're on the, I guess you call it new business,
the mayor brought up a situation we have in the city with shopping carts all over the place. And I'm assuming, Mayor, that these are shopping carts that are coming from both of our big supermarkets that are being pushed all over. People are taking them and leaving them in different places. That's correct, yes. So what I thought was, I know we're looking at giving a $25 fine and doing some things along that way. Would it benefit us if we got the Boy Scouts involved in terms of a project and had them do some of this work, and those two facilities can contribute to the Boy Scouts, whatever fund that they have that they build up to do the things they want to do, kind of get them involved as a project in the city? Is that worthwhile?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My legal recommendations.
Okay.
This is all handled by statute.
Okay, all right.
You start getting...
Then there's liability issues and things of that nature.
Okay, all right, sorry.
We don't want to have a problem. Obviously, the statute was created because certain municipalities were doing certain things.
Okay, all right, understood. Okay.
So there's actually no interesting enough. This is all statute.
Okay, not a problem. Okay, understood.
And it's an
My words exactly.
I thought so. Okay, very
an
good.
ongoing issue that's...
I know.
It has been an ongoing issue.
Yeah.
It
It
is.
seems like it's gotten worse,
Yeah, I agree.
We're not enforcing it, that's what...
you know. That's,
I agree.
well, no, we're enforcing it, but I just think that it's so cumbersome, and there's so much more of it, and I just think that we got to put their feet to the fire on this
Yep,
now.
I agree.
And now's the time.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, we received a letter from the DOT in reference to Route 9 corridor there. Mr. Snyder, you want to go through that for us?
Yes, the city received a letter stating that the DOT was looking to acquire a piece of property along the golf course where the pedestrian bridge is currently. Looks, I spoke to the DOT, they are repaving from Summers Point Maze Landing Road to Chapman Boulevard. Estimated completion is in 2026. As part of that, they're going to be upgrading handicap ramps and new guide rail. The portion that they need is because the right-of-way isn't wide enough for the new guardrail section, and we have an easement over the golf course's property at that location for the bridge, so we have an interest in that, so that's why the letter was sent to the city.
Okay. So we don't have to respond or do anything further?
All right.
Does it in any way interfere with the bridge itself?
No, it doesn't. They're just, the only portion is, looks like they're going to move the sidewalk back a little bit for the guide rail, so it's actually be even safer.
Okay, yeah,
They're also putting in handicap ramps.
right. No, I'm just fine with that. I just want to make sure that the pedestrian bridge was going to stay intact. There wasn't going to be any movement or construction as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Madam,
Yes.
I had a couple other items.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
I just wanted to let the public know that residents along Bala, Exton, and Bucknell will probably be receiving next couple of weeks legal notice. The city's going to be doing stormwater repairs to the outfalls, mainly cleaning, including where the proposed stormwater pump station is proposed, but as part of the DEP permitting process, we have to send out notification within properties within 200 feet. And that property back there is a large piece of property. Fortunately, it goes by block and lot, not where you're actually working, so the list of names is very long. It's going to be sent out, so I just wanted everybody in that area to be aware of what's going on there. And then I'll be working with our solicitor and council president. There's a couple stormwater ordinances that the state's requiring. There's one, the whole stormwater ordinance for the city has to be revised, and then there's two new ordinances that the city has to adopt. The other one is the private salt storage, and the other one is the tree replacement ordinance for within the right-of-way. The stormwater and the private salt storage, there's not much wiggle room for language. We kind of just have to adopt what they say. The tree replacement, there is some options, so I didn't know if that should be sent over to the green team first to see if they had any recommendations before it comes to city council. Or we could do the minimum required. Like the DEP has some options for, like, if you want, say, the city could do permitting if there's any trees that need to come down that they'd have a review, or we could just do the minimum where they have to replace them in kind. But I'm happy to send it to the green team for their comments first.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I like that idea. What? I happen to be the liaison. Yes. All things trees.
Okay, so,
That's it.
thank you. Discussion of the bills.
Yeah, before we jump into that, I had two things as well. No, it's okay. Those chevrons on Bay Avenue, Warwick and Ocean, they were just installed. So that's done. Then the other thing is, we're going to be sending out the first invoice. This is year one of the 30-year pilot agreement with Summers Point Preservation or related, or Summers Point Apartments. So that's starting this year.
Great.
I just wanted to give everyone a heads up on that.
Okay.
On to the bills. Tonight, we have a bill list in the amount of $3,008,530.53.
Okay. Could I have a motion to open for public comment?
I'll make that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now open for public comment. Anyone wishing to speak, please state your name and address for the record.
Hi, I'm Maureen Helbig, 106 East Dawes Avenue. I just have a question, number 40, change order number 2, traffic control products. Does that have any, what's in that? In October, we talked about the small speed limit signs on Bay Avenue, and it was mentioned that you were getting bigger signs, perhaps?
That's not related.
That's not
This, not this?
This is a change order. We got a net reduction in one of the projects we're working on. What are you referring to?
The speed limit signs on the avenue where they're,
Yeah, between Merrill and Ocean.
Ocean, yeah.
He was getting a quote on that, and I think they were being ordered, but I'll follow up on that.
Yeah, I mean, it all came up I got involved because of the proposed three-way stop sign at Dawes Avenue because of the speeding on Bay. And, I mean, the police do have that sign up now that it lights up when people are coming, and I walk there all the time, so that works. It does tell people what their speed limit is, but I also mentioned that the signs were impeded by overgrowth.
I think they have been trimmed. I think everything's been,
No, I walk there every day. Nope.
I know they were down on the far end, but
No. I talked to Mr. McGuigan, I
Yes,
talked
and,
to Mr.
communicated
Capamplis.
And I've been promised action
Yeah.
within the next week on that, so.
Oh, good. And you see what I mean, right? I showed you the
Absolutely, I
picture
do.
from behind. 'cause-
No, it's well put, it's a matter of staffing to get there, but
Sure.
I promised it's going to be taken care of shortly.
Okay, no, I appreciate that. We did talk about it, and you said you would,
Yeah.
because nobody sees the sign right now, and you're worried about people speeding. It's not their fault if they can't see the speed limit.
No, absolutely, that's a very good point.
Okay. Thank you. So my other question was, committee assignments, Council President, so is that for, are there new people assigned to different committees this year?
well, we have a new councilman this year, so he's in there. That'll be posted on the website,
Oh, okay.
all the committee assignments.
Okay. Thank you. All right, thank you.
Motion to close the public portion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now closed for public comment. Could I have a motion to pay the bills, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, Mr. Frost can pay the bills. Any further comments from the governing body?
I just have a question for the city engineer. Where do we stand on the purchase of and the actual placing of the arrow signs to that area? The lit arrow signs.
They were installed today.
I'm sorry?
They were installed today, I believe, by public.
Oh, okay.
That's when I said the chevrons were installed. I'm sorry, I
Right.
should have called. That's those signs.
Okay.
Chevrons, yeah, I'll actually.
So they're actually up and working? Yeah. That's great, okay. I was down that area a little while and didn't see them, but if they were put up today, there's no reason, no wonder I didn't see them. No, okay, but that's great, thank you.
Okay, hearing no other comments?
Madam President?
Yes.
Just a further update. Apparently that's scheduled for Saturday, Mrs. Helbig, so we'll see what happens. I'm not going to be clearing it.
Okay, hearing no other comments, we'll take a 5-minute recess and we'll go into executive session.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, man.
You'll learn a lot now.
Good. Is that going behind my house? That pump going? The committees are there, and if there's any questions or anything like that, it's basically our responsibility. I don't really know that we have set meetings. Some are more important, like personnel is only when there's a personnel issue. Okay, I'm trying to think. Public safety, when there's public safety issues, public safety will meet with the administrator and you, the fire chief and the police chief and the committee. It's pretty much done on the behind the scenes. There's no formal meetings.
You get stretch the legs.
They have regular meetings.
Yeah.
And like there's like